Hi, everybody. I won't take up much of your time. Just asking if you do like the videos and you've been watching for a while, please consider subscribing and maybe leaving a like or a comment. I do respond to pretty much every comment for the most part. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. All right, everybody. So welcome back to Legends Arceus. All I did was leave my house. So I started a video, realized my microphone wasn't plugged in, and decided to just restart it. So there you are. Let's hurry to headquarters, because we're going to learn about like the next big Pokemon. Look who's being punctual. Finally realized you're wasting Almighty Sinnoh's precious time by bowing to a sham. There you go again, insisting on your false image of Almighty Sinnoh as a ruler of time. My people follow the true Almighty Sinnoh, the font of all creation and ruler of space. Ha, you could have all the space there is and still not know what to do with it. Excuse me? Are you really suggesting that you make better use of your time than we make of vast Hisui's space? Better than some. It's a miracle you showed up on time, O mighty leader of the Pearl Clan. Worried you'd get lost in the potentially vast space you're so fond of and never show up. Me? Get lost? In Almighty Sinnoh's great gift to Pearl Clan? In our world's very basis? You wish. I wish that I hadn't let myself get dragged into arguing with you. Almighty Sinnoh, forgive me. What a waste of time. I'm off to Commander Komodo's office. I believe it was you who started this. Alright. You can feel the tension when those two show up. You haven't met them before, have you? The woman with the reverence for space is Iridia, leader of Pearl Clan. The man who was going on about time, Adaman, leads the Diamond Clan. The Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan grudgingly coexist at the moment. Apparently things used to be less peaceful. But the boss, the commander, is waiting. We should save this conversation for after you report to him. Okay. Oh, there's a little side quest on the board here, I bet. There's some quests posted on the blackboard. Seems a band of bothersome Bidoof keeps sneaking into the village and causing trouble. Talk to Tsumugi from the security court and see if you can help set things in order. Okay. Playing with Drifloon. Seems several people have spotted a Drifloon playing with one of the village children. Miki from security court can tell you more. Speak with her and get to the bottom of this. There are no other requests. Okay. Still missing a bunch of requests. There's one. Let's go get those requests real quick. Or are these the people who do the other quest? Nope. Alright, if a Pokemon starts eyeing me, I'll fling an Oran Berry, then run when it's distracted. If I stick to the plan, I'll be fine. Oh, Survey Corps boy. I was just heading out to the Fieldlands to go gather tumblestones, but I haven't got as many Oran Berries as I'd like. Familiar with Oran Berries? They restore HP. Distract to avoid wild Pokemon. They're indispensable. With that in mind, could I trouble you to gather 5 Oran Berries for me? Do I have it? Oh, I just need more. And then there was another... Oh, all the way across. Hello. Listen here, Survey Corps kid. I saw the darndest thing. I was scouring the heartwood for crops we could grow in the fields here when I saw it. It's a Pokemon called Cherrim. It changes its appearance before my very eyes. It was in the evening. The light was getting dim. All of a sudden, Cherrim's petals closed right up, so it looked like nothing but a little flower bud. Wow, I thought, I just witnessed the miracle of evolution. But the next morning when I came to check in on that Cherrim, it was right back to full bloom. But why would it bloom just to close back up? Is that how evolution works? Or was the change I saw something different? When you finish Cherrim's Pokedex entry, let me have a look, would you? Quest 17? What about quests like 5 and... 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Like, where am I missing these? They might be out in the field. Can I go in here? No. They also could be in buildings. Maybe? Like, what buildings can I actually go in? Because I can go in all these buildings, but I don't think anybody is... Oh, there's somebody in there. But they don't have a... Like, I wish it would show me outside the building if there's a quest, like, inside the building. So maybe if I... Because there's a lot of houses and stuff. Maybe I'll find people who have quests. Because they're going to have the thing above their heads, right? It's not just going to be, like, hidden. This is part of what they meant when they meant, like, go meet everybody and talk to everybody. Towards the beginning. Craig. Oh, that door sounded different. There's nobody in here. Time to check the other side of the street, I guess. So bored. I wish something would happen. Some catastrophe, maybe? It's like I can just look around real quick and know whether or not there's a task in here. And if there's none in these houses, I'm going to be, 1, very upset that I wasted all this time. But 2, I'm going to look it up. Because before I go do the next thing, I'm going to want to, like, train. and do a bunch of these to get some items, level up a bit, because the next few battles are pretty tough. And I'd like to be leveled up a bit for them. Last one. No tasks, huh? That sucks. It really sucks. Maybe one of the businesses or something? Can I go in these places? Doesn't look like it. Because I think the first one is mine. What about the other two? Or maybe it's like complete the previous one and then the other ones will unlock, but... this one's mine. Yeah. Well. At least we got to explore the village a little bit. There's really nothing. All right. Oh, there's also... I guess there is also in here. What do you want? Oh, splendid. You came along at a good time. Looking for a pickling stone, you see. Would you mind lending me a hand? Needs to be the right size to fit atop one of my pickle spots, and heavy enough to put nice firm pressure on the pickles when they're fermenting. But I suppose it would be hard for me to lift such a heavy thing from the pot. The best thing would be for the stones to lift itself up, actually. Got a rather good idea. There's a Pokemon called Geodude that lives in Deer Track Heights. It would be perfect for the job. You catch one and bring it back to me. You can't have my Geodude. I'll catch you a different one. I'm not giving you my Geodude. Eevee. I like how you can like see him through the walls though. But that was like number 13. I'm still missing like 5 and 6. Alright, let's just move on. What do you intend to do about that KLEAVOR, Commander Kamado? He may be descended from a warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. Sinnoh, but... oh, we can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Hadamant. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? KLEAVOR is a precious lord of the Pearl Clan, is he not? That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl Clan's concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats, just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got to do something here. Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own honored nobles? I don't believe I said that, though it may be. You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't even know what drove Lord KLEAVOR into such a violent frenzy. I'd like to know that myself. This is a first as far as my clan knows too. I see you've arrived. This is Lando, the newest member of our Survey Corps. I hear from Mai you've earned Whittier's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's just a mouthful. Just call me Adaman. If you came from beyond the space-time rift, could you be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords. Which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study KLEAVOR before deciding what must be done? You'd send this stranger who supposedly fell from the rift to study KLEAVOR? This newcomer with no experience? Says the leader with almost no experience. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time. It's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give this kid a chance. I'm sold, Commander. Let's try this your way. It should be fun. I'll get to see how good you Galaxy folks really are with all your weird ways. Putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. That whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon could live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We do not use Pokeballs from a desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now. I order you to study KLEAVOR and help us find the truth of this situation. I accept. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. The frenzy of the Lord of the Woods. Well, that's settled. There's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods KLEAVOR is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've encountered can compare to his strength, be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans, understand? Join me downstairs. We'll cover the details of this new mission. Alright. There's also... Is it this guy who expands our bag? I guess not yet. Ah, good. Ah, good, you're already here. Professor Levington, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get right to it. So, Lando, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of KLEAVOR's frenzied state. But as you're aware by now, KLEAVOR is a mighty thing, nigh invincible even. The Security Corps tried throwing Pokeballs at KLEAVOR when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. Seems he's far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of battle once they're riled. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? Of course. Yes, I can. Very well. Then let's go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the noble seats. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sorts of offerings they normally leave for this KLEAVOR. Lando, we need to speak with you. Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides, the true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time. So if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you traveled through time by Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it. You must have been just swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask you, O amazing time traveler. Don't just study KLEAVOR. Quell his frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Adaman. We were just discussing our next steps with regards to this whole KLEAVOR situation. Oh, you must be that Galaxy Team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Kleavor. You heard his title, Lord of the Woods. Sure, they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask. Those of the Galaxy team, of all people, for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. Pokemon dear to us, off in the mountains, has flown into the same type of frenzy as Kleavor. Now, there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still, we've all got to share Hisui, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we've got. You'll find Kleavor at Grand Tree Arena. That's in the very heart of Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leon. Leon is a brilliant child, but also a bit, well, sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know. He'll tell you all about his beloved Kleavor, whether you wish him to or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. He certainly left quickly once he'd finished talking. Suppose he really values his time. Adam and Mai weren't wrong, you know. If you're to study and perhaps even quell Kleavor, you best start by visiting his abode. Our new Heights camp would be a handy place for setting out towards Grand Tree Arena. And you should stop by the pastures, too. You'll want to choose the best Pokemon to bring. Alright, so now we know where we're going to be headed. But we will do that in the next one. I'm going to go out and level up a little bit. Next time, we're not going to head straight for the thing. We're going to... God, what am I trying to say? We're going to do some of the missions first, and I'm going to figure out where all the missing missions are. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.